This is Denmark. From the start of the war to their surrender, only 16 people were killed or injured. Because of this, Denmark suffered the smallest losses in World War II. When German troops were approaching the Danish border, Danish soldiers were still calmly practicing shooting, but shooting wasn't their strong suit. Their specialty was fixing bicycles. A soldier quickly removed a broken front wheel, peeled off the outer tire, and pulled out the inner tube. In one smooth move, he found the leak, applied glue, reassembled everything, and pumped up the tire. The whole process had to be done in under 3 minutes. Checking his watch, the officer saw this soldier finished in just 2, breaking the Danish army's record for the fastest bicycle repair. Impressed, the officer promoted him to sergeant on the spot. The new sergeant soon began training recruits. At that moment, a second lieutenant watched the soldiers train, and asked his superior, the lieutenant, "Will the Germans really invade Denmark?" The lieutenant replied calmly, "The Germans are killing Jews. What does that have to do with us Danes?" Before he could finish, a messenger rushed in. The German army was just 1 kilometer from the border. Realizing something serious was happening, the troops hurried back to base. Each soldier received 40 bullets and a first aid kit. To avoid chaos, the lieutenant ordered the unit to rest, but no one was allowed to take off their uniform. The Danish soldiers had never been in war before. They lay down anxiously waiting for orders. At dawn the next day, Germany launched a surprise attack on Denmark, advancing quickly toward the capital, Copenhagen. The army camp's alarm sounded, and the soldiers ran downstairs to gather, then headed to their bicycles. This time, Denmark sent out its best troops, a 100-man bicycle unit, which assembled and set off for the battlefield. They rode for 2 hours but only covered a few dozen miles. Before they even reached the border, they heard distant engine roars. The Germans were near. The lieutenant pulled out a map and decided to defend right there. He split the unit into 3 parts. One squad guarded the left side river, the second took the right side forest, and the third brought the machine gun to guard a slope. With the plan set, the Danish soldiers moved into position. Their gear wasn't great, but their discipline was solid. Pushing their bikes, they rushed to their assigned ambush spots. The machine gun team got into place quickly. They took the gun off the bike, found a hidden spot in the trees, set up the tripod, and mounted the gun. The gunner was clearly tense. It was the unit's only machine gun, their only hope of stopping German armored vehicles. The assistant hurried to load the magazine, pulled the bolt, and got the gun ready, then lifted his binoculars to wait anxiously for the Germans to appear. But before the fight began, 3 new soldiers grabbed their rifles and tried to run. Spotted by an officer, they ducked into the forest and pretended to aim at the road. 2 hid in a deep pit thinking they were safe, until the officer suddenly appeared behind them. He didn't scold them. Instead, he encouraged the men and told them to survive the battle. Then he turned to look at the machine gun position, where the team was still holding steady. Soon, a German armored vehicle appeared in the distance. The second lieutenant raised his right hand, signaling the gunner to prepare to fire. A battle was about to begin.